Music at. Welcome everybody to the live. Welcome. How y'all do feeling today? It's Monday. Don't mind me. And you know we just getting together. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Thought I'd just switch up the musical styles just a little bit. Just a little bit. How's everybody feeling tonight? Tonight we're going to talk about in the What the Business Live chat. Got a good one. Not to say that the past conversations we had in the past lives weren't good. Just saying this is another good one. I feel good about it. Why? Because we're talking about none other than the World Wrestling Federation, i.e., the WWE. If you're not familiar with the WWE, that's the World Wrestling Entertainment. And we're gonna get off some of this music. We just wanted to play it for the interest, for the purposes of the live. Appreciate the likes that's tapping the screen. I appreciate y'all joining us from. Welcome to the live, everybody. If this is your first time, I'm your host, KEV. 3 letters, very easy for you to understand. What we do here is, in this live in particular, it's an open chat forum. We discuss it. I throw out a few topics that we're going to be discussing for the evening, and we talk about it in open dialogue. So that means if you have something that you would like to say, you can always comment it. You can always hop into the guest box, just invite yourself, or tap yourself to add. We'll go ahead and see your notification, and then we'll go ahead and lock you in, of course. A couple rules: once you get in the box, no profanity. Uh, but no profanity in the sense of in the use of harm to anyone else or offended. I'll definitely go ahead and check you and be like, hey, look, watch your mouth. You might be offending somebody. But at the same time, after the one strike rule, uh, if you continue to go ahead and be that person that just likes to cross the line, you got to get out the box. Real simple. Um, but other than that, you can feel free to hop into the guest box. You can also comment, and if you have a question, you can always comment as well. I do have a poll that I will be giving based off of the conversations that we are having. And if you guys have suggestions for a poll, you can always ask me, and I'll go ahead and put one into the chat, and we'll make it happen for you. Just like that. But without further ado, we're starting the live right now. I was about to say pod, but we're starting the live chat. I'm your host, KEV. Thank you for joining us. And just for you guys to understand what we got going on tonight, we will be having a conversation about the World Wrestling Federation, formerly known as the World Wrestling Federation, now known as the World Wrestling Entertainment. So, like I said, this is your first time coming into the live. It's your boy, KEV, from the Black Market Outlet TV. We're doing this live, which is called What is the Business? Live chat. And live in particular is an open forum for open discussion, open conversation for the people to come together, share their thoughts and opinions on different topics that I may put inside of the live chat. And you can also vote however you feel on the poll that we will be putting inside of the live a little bit soon. But how's everyone feeling today? Everybody's feeling all right. You're doing great. Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome to the live, everybody. And the live that we're talking about, like I said, is the World Wrestling Federation. So first and foremost, how many wrestling fans are there in the world? It's a question I always keep asking myself, to be honest. Because for this business to be around for so long, so you're talking about the World Wrestling Entertainment has been around since January 7th, 1953, when it was founded as the Capital Wrestling Corporation, or CWC, by Roderick James, Jess McMahon, and Toots Mount. The company has had several name changes over the years, including the World Wrestling Federation, which was at 1963. 1979, it was the World Wrestling Federation still. In 2002, the name changed to the World Wrestling Entertainment, and the World Wrestling Entertainment has branded itself solely as the World Wrestling Entertainment in 2011. Now that we know a little bit about the history of the World Wrestling Federation, and just like I mentioned earlier, Roderick James Jess McMahon sounds familiar to a lot of wrestling fans. Talking about Vince, a little spoiler alert, but if you don't know, Vince McMahon is the iconic owner of the World Wrestling Entertainment business during the time that I would say during my childhood of the 90s, when I was able to watch wrestling on TV, and I used to get I used to be very afraid when the Undertaker came out. Not even gonna lie to you, because they played that music, I already knew what time it was. But it was one of those things like I wanted to watch, but I didn't want to look at him when he came to the ring. I just wanted to wait until he got to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because his walk up was crazy to me. I couldn't do it. His walk up was crazy to me. Like I felt like because he had that sinister music as he's walking real slow. Then he's got the pallbearer with him. You know what I'm saying? And homie is just like eyes all like blinked out, and he's just walking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, he sold that. Like he sold that character. Cause when I was a little kid, oh that dude he scared the living shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He scared the living shit out of me. The Undertaker, bro. And my favorite was um The Rock, of course, and also Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he had the coolest move that I think kids still do to this day. Shoot, there's not a pool party or gathering near a pool where some kids didn't do any wrestling moves as you hopping off of the side of the ledge into the pool. Or you didn't I'm pretty sure, to the guys out there, to the guys in the live, like I'm pretty sure you definitely had that one cousin that you went over to say like a family function and y'all happen to be at the pool and you had that one cousin that just was aerodynamic. So like whatever like wrestling move you did with them in the pool, it just looked even more like sinister, you know? But you did it anyway because it was like, yo, did you wanted to get one off? Pause. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't act like I'm the only one. I didn't look, trust me. I done stone cold stunned a few guys off the diving board before. I done drop kicked a few people, I done drop kicked a few cousins, baby cousins into the pool, you know. I done caught a few girl cousins with a swanton bomb, I done did the Dudley brothers on 3D instead of through a table. This was like I caught them like kicked them, picked them up. Other cousin came running out of nowhere and like picked him up by picked him up and just completed the yeah. I done did that a few times. Well, Miss AJ, if you must know, as you see the background is the World Wrestling Federation. I had to say that because that was my childhood. I grew up on the World Wrestling Federation, not this little WWE. However, I do love the WWE. Don't get me wrong. I bought the SmackDown game for PlayStation 2. I played that shit religiously. Like I think I created a player and everything. Had my own storyline. I was drop kicking niggas outside by the limo. I was I was stone cold stunnering niggas through a trash can. I remember you used to be able to take them everywhere. Like I remember we used to be able to go anywhere. So like soon as the match start, you just see your opponent just leave and he goes out to the back arena. You're like, what the fuck? What? Now you gotta go. But it was like back then in the PlayStation and PlayStation 2 era, your character probably like was like when one character was trying to leave, you had to follow him. So when he left to go in the back, I'm sitting here magically appearing backstage. There's an ambulance and homie done took a shopping cart and done tried to ram me with it. I'm like, yo. So the topic is pertaining to the World Wrestling Federation, aka the World Wrestling Entertainment, as a business. We're talking about them and their, it seems like historic run because they've been around since what did we say before live guys in the chat? We said what, 63? Since 63. Let me fact check that one more time. Yeah, 63. January 7th, 1953, when they were called the Capital Wrestling Corporation. But yeah, so the what we was talking about, the World Wrestling Entertainment, we're talking about their historic run, and seems like how they've been able to not only continue to capture the fans that pretty much has grown up with them throughout the years, also being able to appeal to the new crowd, meaning the new younger kids, the millennials, also still also appealing to those core fans who probably grew up on them, like myself. I'm not saying that I'm a core super duper die hard wrestling fan. However, when I was a kid, I did drop kick a few cousins into the pool, like I was saying before, AJ. I don't know when you got into the conversation, but yeah, I was definitely drop kicking a few of my cousins into the pool. They were little cousins. We used to, you know, swanton bomb them. I stole cones, stunted, you know, one of them off the diving board. I did the Dudley brothers move, like when we do through the table. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of my cousins hit me like, "Hey, Davo, get the table." And my other cousin, you know, she didn't know what was going on. All I know is I caught her. It was smooth too. It was one motion. I scooped her up. My other cousin ran and he jumped off into the pool, but he jumped off just like, you know, as I lifted her up, he caught her. So I like, it literally looked like I just picked her up and threw her. And my cousin caught her in midair and like just, he just, he caught her in midair and he just came straight down with it, like, to the pool. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, WWE is now getting better. Um, but what I'm saying is that they've been around since '53, and just being able to go through the evolutions that you have to go through in business, and then still being able to reinvent yourself again because they changed their name like several times. So it's being able to change your name, rebrand, and then still produce a product that not only is, I would say, not only is um, still great, but probably in some cases you can make the case for it being even better than it was before. Because now you got the social media aspect, um, you got the reality show thing. Because I think there was like a reality show where some wrestlers was trying to make it, and you got to be able to see them go through that challenge to then make a chance to be able to make it. And there's a lot of different people who are a part of what AJ told me a couple of days ago was uh, next, which is kind of like she explained to me. It was a kind of like um, I would say like training camp for the the wrestlers that are training to try and get to the big leagues, which is to get to like Raw or WWE. You know, tough enough, tough enough. Yeah, there you go. So I remember Tough Enough. That was on. I want to say was that MTV? That was VH1, wasn't it? Or did it? Or the did WWE have their own like channel by that time? But I think just understanding that it started with Jess McMahon and another guy, and then being passed over to Vince McMahon, and then him having his family being brought into it. Like this was like no small thing. Like this was like a family business, and not only was it a family business, like it wasn't like, oh, he's just a corporate guy. I'm sit up here and I'm just count the checks and balances and make sure that we get the revenue in, and do all the mundane, boring stuff on that or on the organizational side. Homie was still doing that and still being like, yo, what's up? I'm hopping in the ring. I'm slapping motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I'm kicking ass and I'm taking names. And I'm the boss. What's up? You know how sore you gotta be after that? Like, you just got I remember it was a clip where he got like slammed through a desk. I want to say somebody like either rock bottomed him or I don't know what the move was, but I think I can see it vividly. He got slammed through a desk. Now, understand sometimes the desk might be a little flimsy, so if you fall, it's easy for you to break through it. You still gotta get picked up and slammed through a desk. That's still a desk. You know what I'm saying? Unless that's made out of tissue paper and pillows, that's still a desk you getting slammed through. So he was getting beat up, drop kicked. Some cases even like I think he got like stone cold stunned. Then like somebody came and speared him. Like he had like it was a crazy sequence for him. It was like, yo, I think you need to just stay. Yo, to me, I would have been like, whoo, yep, I'm gonna be definitely in the office for the next month. I'm not coming to the ring. If y'all see me, it's gonna be me in the office with a video, and it was pre-recorded. So ain't no possibility. I'm not no. I don't want no smoke for like a month. Like, I gotta recover. But give him credit. He was not only the person that said he wanted to run the business, and he was out there, advocating and getting the TV deals and getting the sponsorships and getting the marketing and making sure everything was right on the business end. He was hopping in there and being a character as well, which to me, I felt like that was so impactful to see on television. Like to see a guy being able to just, okay, yeah, I'm gonna hop into the ring with all these athletic guys who probably in any day will like wear me out. Pause. And I'm just gonna do it. Like it's not even like it's the thought process of just saying like, man, you know what? Yeah, I could stay in the back and play the background scene, but you know what? Nah, what will make it even doper is I'm gonna play the background scene and I'm gonna be in the front end. So then now it brings a different element because I'm like the World Wrestling Entertainment is telling a story, and if I mean I feel like Vince McMahon's story allowed for a lot of different things to spin off from that. He had his son come in and had his own kind of story that was spin off. Then that led to the story with his daughter. Then that led to the story, with Triple H. And now you got that going on. And then you know what I'm saying? Now we kind of like gives you. I remember it was a time when it was like, I felt like Triple H was cheating. Because it was like, how you going to be a regular athlete with everybody else, but you over here chilling with the boss's daughter. So it's like, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna be straight regardless. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be straight regardless. Unpause. You said what you said. Let me put you in.
Oh, I could
Hey,
have went
welcome
with
to the
you.
conversation, caller
I'm
number five.
eating.
Huh?
Go ahead, say what you was gonna say.
So welcome to the conversation, caller number five. How are you doing today?
Why am I always number five? Why I can't be called number 10? I would like to be 10.
You was nine the other time, and then the
I want to be
lot before that
10.
you was eight.
Can I be 10 all the time? Even if I'm not 10.
Okay, well, you're caller number 10.
Thank
That is your
you.
designated spot no matter what.
Thank you. What's okay? I want you to keep talking for a little bit, cause I'm eating.
Okay.
I
Well,
was like, I wait. That's why I was waiting in the box because I was eating. But continue on talking, and I'll let you know when I'm done, and I'll put in my $1.
okay. Well, I appreciate you putting in your $1. Thank
I'm gonna mute myself though, but
you.
don't
Okay.
like. I'm gonna come back. I'm still
All right.
listening. I'm listening to you.
That's all good. Okay.
Continue. You got it. All right.
Well, like we're getting back to the WWE. Um, like I said, Vince McMahon, the owner, also a character within the storylines. So that we didn't see that before. Like we didn't see that outside of maybe a Keenan Ivory Williams with in Living Color, which that's more of a storyline that is created with sketch comedy. And granted, talented guy, but this is more, I would say, performative, entertainment. And I mean, to be honest, a lot of the moves these guys are doing very dangerous because there's been various cases of kids and minors doing these same type of wrestling moves or trying to mimic the wrestling moves. And unfortunately, we've had a lot of deaths as a result. And um not to dwell on that too much, but just to show you the impact that wrestling had on the youth at the time. You can, and even now to this day, but you can go back and see the history on a lot of cases where a lot of kids or even just different people who've done tried to mimic certain wrestling moves on other people or their family members or kids, and then unfortunately we've had those cases result in the way they did. So, and I believe there was talk about how they wanted to kind of, place some kind of blame on them because of that. But I say all of that to say that they went through that tough time and made it all the way here to 2024 from 1953. So that's what 50, 75 maybe. I might be wrong. Or 70, 71, maybe 71. I want to say I'm right, but somebody tell me in the chat if I'm wrong. But either way, um, that's at least over
What are
50
you
years.
asking? I missed that question.
Oh, I was just trying to see if it was about 71 years that had been in business.
That WWE been a thing?
Yes, like 71,